Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, I am very proud to present to you a walk around and tour of this 2024 Ford Maverick XLT with the Tremor package. The Tremor package is an off-road package that comes from the factory. It does give you a couple of cool goodies, such as a factory lift, off-road tires, and this orange axe setting, which as you can see on the front, as well as on the tow hooks. And of course, you'll see like on the XLT badging right there on the fender, and of course some goodies on the inside too. This one here is finished off in shadow black over the gray premium cloth interior. And a huge thank you to Bob Thomas Ford here in McKinney, which is a part of the Thomas Auto Group, for allowing me to film this one for you guys today. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. This one here does come with a couple of buttons, such as your lock, unlock, remote start, and your panic button. So, to demonstrate the remote start, just make sure the vehicle is locked. And just push this button down twice and it will come on. After waiting a couple seconds, if you want to, go ahead, push it twice again. This particular vehicle does come with a set of Falcon off-road tires. These are specifically the Falcon Wild Peak ATs, and these come in at 235, 55, or 17s all the way around. As you can see, this one does have the Tremor package, which, like I just mentioned, does give you some very cool graphics. And of course, also, you get Tremor right back here as well. Pretty cool to see. Now, of course, with that being said, this one does not have the smart key access. It does just allow you to get in a bit more traditionally. So, lock the door, come on in, just make sure you unlock the vehicle like this, and let's go ahead and check it out. As you can see, starting off here on the door panel, you do have this kind of very nice blue looking color, kind of a rubberized trim up here. You get leather down here, which is pretty cool. You also have some areas of storage down here. You can probably store a small cup here, some storage right there, and of course, very little storage in there. But of course, you do have your child lock, you do have your power mirrors, power windows, and of course, you do have your lock and unlock right there. Of course, this being the XLT, does come switchblade, and go ahead, put it into the keyhole right here. Got it. Alright, we are first welcomed into the interior with a pretty nice setup of the dashboard. As you can see, this one here does have a leather-wrapped steering wheel, which is very nice. You have controls here on the left and on the right. Left housing your cruise control settings, your audio controls right here, followed by some controls for the menu, and of course, your voice activation and hands-free telephone. With that being said, this one here does show you a couple different things, which I'll show you guys right here. This of course is going to be your seatbelt indicator, so it's going to let people, or let the driver know who has on their seatbelt. And if we push this OK button, we'll be able to cycle through the different menus here on the driver information cluster. So you have your trip 1, which includes your miles, average fuel economy, and time elapsed. Your current miles per hour, which obviously we're not driving, so it's at 0. Right down there at the bottom, you do have odometer, and of course your fuel range to empty. Right below that, you do have your gear selection. To the left and to the right, you do have your tachometer and speedometer. You also have your coolant temperature to your left and your fuel range to the right. But of course, like I said, if you use this little OK button here to go up and down, you're able to cycle through the menus on the driver information screen. So starting off here, you have trip 1, tire pressure, AM, fuel economy, and that's going to be for your audio, by the way. Moving on along here, you do have a very nice infotainment system. This is going to be a 8-inch screen, which as you can see, it's pretty easy to use and it's very, very nice to have. Now, my personal opinion of this is that I like it because, as you can see here, it's not only very useful, but also, let's say you want to store some small items, you do have a little area to do that with right over here. So this does have Sync 4, which does, of course, give you not just the latest updates from Ford, but of course you do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. What's currently displayed on the screen here is going to have your audio, as well as an area where you can pair your device. You're going to have a couple different menus down here, such as audio, which, as you can see, different preset stations. Phone, you can add your phone. Apps, add a device or find mobile apps. And then settings, you're going to have things like your sound, clock, Bluetooth, phone, radio, mobile apps, Ford Pass Connect, which is what's going to be on your phone, as well as general settings, 911 assist, Wi-Fi, automatic updates, vehicle information, and your display. Coming right below that, you do have a volume knob and tuning knob. You do have your auto stop start button here. You can turn on and off. This is, of course, going to be for all your, these few buttons are going to be for your audio. And then right here is going to be for your camera, or not your camera. This is just going to show you your blank screen with your time. And then it's going to turn off, and then push it again, goes back on. Come below that, you do have air conditioning. You do have your dual zoned, you do have your single zone climate control. However, you do have heated seats for the front and front passenger, heated steering wheel. You do have positioning for the air conditioning. You do have max air conditioning. You do also have your auto to turn on the air automatically, max air conditioning, AC to have that on or off, recirculation, fan speed, of course, right there. And of course, you can adjust the temperature. Pretty self-explanatory right there. Coming down below that, this one here does have your 8-speed automatic transmission. Put it into reverse. Does give you a nice backup camera with guidance lines that adjust when you turn the wheel. You also have a top-down view. Electronic parking brake. Parking brake is currently on. Parking brake disengaged. Parking brake engaged. Of course, this being the Tremor package, it does give you a couple different modes here, which we'll go into in just a moment. 4-wheel drive. That, of course, is 4-wheel drive lock. Your drivetrain, you do have hill descent control there. And this one here, not sure what this does. Or turns something on. Not sure what it does, though. You do have 2 cup holders here. You have a little area here where you can store some change and stuff. Coming back over here, though, you do have a USB-C, regular USB, and a traditional power outlet here. You have some storage space. Right here, you can put your phone to charge. And, of course, you do have some extra storage on both sides here. You even have a little area where you can put your keys and stuff. Come over to the glove compartment. Very good size amount of space. And of course, overall, just a really nice looking truck for what you're getting yourself into. But with that being said, a couple other things here to the left. This is going to be for your trunk, headlight controls, fog light controls, and then your trip settings right here. But with that said, let's go ahead and let's check out the rest of this vehicle. Materials do carry through into the back. As you can see, it's very nice gray cloth material. Feels very comfortable. You have orange stitching here because this is the Tremor. As you can see, you do have USB-C and regular USB port, as well as a traditional plug-in outlet. These are going to be your all-weather floor liners. And of course, the rear passenger seat does have a seat pocket. And of course, a pad armrest with 2 cup holders. This one does come with the Easy Fuel filler. Pretty simple and easy to use. It even gives you an illustration of how to put it together, or in this case, how to use it if you're going to use an actual gas tank, and the recommended 87 plus octane. Get standard halogen lamps on the XLT. This one does give you LEDs though, which is pretty nice. Maverick lettering on the back, as you can see. Does have a tow package here. Since we're in the back, let's check out the bed. Standard bed, of course. Does say Ford Maverick right there. Spray and bed liner here. You do have your LED cab lighting. You can plug in your tools and equipment here. And of course, you do have some extra storage in here as well, as you can see. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Under the hood of this one here, we have the 2-liter turbocharged EcoBoost 4-cylinder. It produces 250 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. You're going to be getting right around 23 mpg on overall, with city and highway miles per gallon coming in at around 20 city, 26 highway. Overall, not too bad, and of course, a pretty good engine. You have your tow hooks, LED daytime running lights, standard headlamps, manual folding mirrors, last but not least,